morning. Cindy Birkeland here with cindybirkeland.com. And today, let's get right into it. I wanted to talk about you today. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about, what can you do for the life of another? How can you make a difference? But, I got to thinking about it, and there's a saying, when we go into an airplane, the flight attendant, we're getting ready for takeoff, and they drop the mask down. The flight attendant is talking about if in case of a water landing or this or that, and if the oxygen mask came down, they always ask us to please put the mask on yourself before assisting others. And today I want to talk about you and what you can do to put that mask on your face and take care of you first, because we are really no earthly good if we're not okay. We're no earthly good if we're dead. So I want to talk a little bit about that today, because it's so important that we first take care of us. As parents, we can't help our children if we can't get ourselves out of bed, if we can't, make a living. How are we supposed to take care of our kids? So today, when I talk about focusing on you, I want to start with what are some good habits that you can start and maintain. And, obviously I'm in the money business, and I always say money makes the world go round. If we don't have money, life is kind of icky. And if we have it, life is good. We need money to be successful in life. We need money to take care of our kids. If we want our kids to be successful, we do, things for them that makes them better. And the same goes with you. And I want to just bring alive today the fact that if you haven't sat down and really looked at your money, for those that don't have a lot of money, it always has them in a situation where, I'm like, hey, can we go to lunch? And they're like, no, I don't have any money. Or do you want to go to this event with me? And they're like, oh, it's too expensive. I don't want to have a life like that. And if your life is not exactly where you would say, I want to be able to say yes to those things in my life, it's going to start with putting some things in priority, and that is some good habits with your money. And I would just recommend sitting down with me and let's go over how we can really dissect your financial situation and make it to where you're rocking on all cylinders. You've got a short-term savings. You've got long-term savings. You've got, protection for your family if anything happened to you. If anything happened to you and you got sick, you have, living benefits to take care of you if you had to be off work for a year. There's so many things out there. We don't need to suffer. And again, when I talk about suffering too, suffering can look like anxiety, going to bed at night going, I don't know how I'm going to pull off retirement. I don't know how I'm going to get my kid to college. I don't know how I'm going to even make my next car payment. So if this conversation resonates with you, get a hold of me at cindybirkeland.com, and let's really start focusing on you. Let's just make it a habit to start today.